Hi everyone, I'm Eric with The Starborn. Welcome to my channel. If you're searching for trending topics, business ideas, this is for you. Now it's time to explore how Li Ziqi went viral on YouTube. Li Ziqi was once known as the #1 internet celebrity in 2017 and was invited by the King of Malaysia. Today she's well known overseas, spreading Chinese traditional culture widely. She's Li Ziqi, an ordinary legend. Li Ziqi is said to be a legend because she has really achieved what many people can't. She's also ordinary because her birth is really ordinary, even far inferior to most of us. Her parents divorced when she was a child. Her stepmother tortured her. She and her grandparents could depend on no one but each other. She entered the workplace at the age of 14 as a working girl with a monthly salary of 300 RMB. The huge contrast of fate before and after is very dramatic. It can be said that Li Ziqi is the typical representative of changing fate. Today, let's work into Li Ziqi to explore the life truth behind her fame. First, before we dive into her story, keep in mind that there's no way to go invent in life. Every step counts. Have a global view of time. And here begins the story. There is a girl in the Li family who is called Ziqi. Li was born in Mianyang, Sichuan in 1990. When she was a child, her parents divorced. In her childhood, she lacked maternal love and lived with her father. Soon after, her father found her a stepmother, but Li Ziqi was not treated well by her stepmother. They thought that she could reluctantly grow up with her father and stepmother, but unfortunately, her mother passed away when she was 4 years old. She was not liked by her stepmother and it got worse for her afterward. When she was 6 years old, her stepmother dragged her head into the ditch and she was beaten to death. Her elder grandparents felt sorry for their granddaughter and finally decided to take Li Ziqi home and live together. Compared with the children in the city, Li Ziqi's childhood was hard. She started early to do all kinds of farm work at a very young age. When her grandma was cooking, she worked as an assistant next to her. And when her grandfather was doing woodwork, she was in help. When working on the farm, she worked with her grandparents. Later, her grandfather passed away, leaving only Li Ziqi and grandma to depend on each other. When she was 14 years old, due to the pressure of life, she dropped out of school and went to work in the city alone and started a wandering life for 8 years. In the beginning, Li Ziqi was paid 300 RMB per month, slept in the park chair, and ate steamed bread for 2 months. In order to make money, she began to learn to play DJing because she could endure hardships and practice constantly. After constant practice, she began to do well, which also built the foundation for her future video editing. In the past 20 years, Li Ziqi's life was very difficult. One after another, fate has played a cruel joke on her, taking away a lot of her happiness and sense of security. But because of so many tribulations, she also mastered a variety of skills. There is a saying, all the gifts given by fate have already been secretly marked the price. Correspondingly, all the sufferings given by fate are secretly gifted with treasures. The key is whether you are willing to discover. As the saying goes, there's no way to go invent in life. Every step counts. The skills that Li Ziqi has cultivated due to hardships have become the biggest highlight in her later videos, bringing the most shock to people. Second, it's still halfway even though one has made 90 miles out of a 100 miles journey. The last part of an endeavor is the hardest to finish. To the end, the more critical. There are thousands of nights struggling to survive. In 2012, Li Ziqi's grandmother suffered a serious illness. Li Ziqi resolutely quit her job and returned to the countryside to take care of her grandmother. For her, grandma is her most loved one. As an old saying in China, the tree wants to be still, but the wind is blowing. The children want to show their respect, but their parents have gone. She would never let the regret happen to her. After that, she tried to set up a street stall and open a Taobao shop, but they can only live from hand to mouth. Wandering around to 2015, in order to promote her Taobao store, she started taking selfish and self-directed action-style food videos. Why she chose this field? This is what she's good at. Cooking is just a piece of cake for her with so many years of farming experience. But self-directed and self-editing is easy to say, but it is very hard to do. She needs to hang the camera on the tree, put it on the rock, and put it on the bench. Sometimes during the day to take the gathering shots, she needs to adjust the tripod, the position of the lens, prepare the gathering equipment, and adjust the lens back and forth. Usually her hair is sweaty before starting to shoot. The most time-consuming and labor-intensive thing is that for the few seconds of shots, she may need to take several hours. Why? Because she filmed herself blindly. She can't see problem in the process, so she can only check after the filming. The hair is messed up, retake the shot. The focus is out of focus, retake. The position is not right, and the composition is not good, retake the shot. The expression is unnatural, retake the shot. The most difficult thing is that the shots taken with all her energy posted to the internet only got few views and likes. If this kind of thing happened to a lot of people, most of them would have been impatient to give up. Fortunately, although this girl once doubted herself, she still persisted. A year later, she made the video called Cherry Wine. No one hit the like for 2 days. Li Ziqi felt that she might have really gone the wrong way and she was not suitable for making videos, and she was going to stop shooting after this one. But the turning point happened here by coincidence. Later, she found that this video of her was pushed to the top page of Meipai. In half a day, the likes broke through 10,000. This gave Li Ziqi the motivation to continue, so she stuck to it for another 7 months. Li Ziqi made a big hit video, Lanzhou Beef Noodles, getting 600,000 likes. From then on, Li Ziqi completely went viral. The playback volume of each video has stabilized at more than 5 million, so you have to believe in the cumulative effect and the power of persistence. Never give up easily and miss your perfect blooming moment. Third, the last thing in life is not only luck, but also perseverance. In Li Ziqi's growth experience, it can be found that she is very hardworking and unwilling to give up. She works hard for what she chooses to believe. There is nothing impossible in her dictionary. It just depends on whether she is willing to learn. A typical example is Lanzhou Beef Noodles. People in the industry know that ramen is a technical work, and people who can cook noodles or stir-fry are not necessarily able to make ramen. Li Ziqi was also stumped at the beginning and couldn't find any tips. But she doesn't have rigid thinking. She doesn't think this is an insurmountable problem. She is willing to leverage the difficulties to challenge herself. She went to Gansu and met ramen master through a friend, but the master was unwilling to teach her. So she just used it in various ways to achieve purpose. And finally, Li Ziqi just put it straightforward. Every video I shoot has tens of millions of views. I can carry Lanzhou Beef Noodles forward. Although there is a bit of exaggeration, the master finally agreed to her. She immersed herself in the noodle restaurants for several days and wrote down all the tips and operation techniques. After returning home, she practiced for more than a month. She needed a dog when there was free time. and she pulled the noodles every day, and the next day she could hardly lift her arms. After practicing day after day, she was finally able to pull out even ramen, which was perfect in the video. In many cases, it's not the difficulties that trap of life, but our thinking. When we have a growth mindset, then we can be able to roll with the punches. Fourth, because I can do it, I think that others can't do the same. This kind of projection effect is a typical psychological cognitive disorder. After Li Ziqi became popular, a lot of questions began to appear on the internet. The main questions are as follows. 1. She did not complete the video alone. How can a person take pictures, direct, act, and edit herself? She doesn't have 3 heads and 6 arms. She must have a team that should do everything shown in the video. How can a person be such an all-rounder? She must have a substitute. But what is the fact? Although Li Ziqi now has an assistant and 1 videographer, for a long time at the beginning, she was the only one shooting and producing the video, and she does all the skills shown in the video. Most of them were taught in rural area when she was young. Some especially studied later. But in a different perspective, it is actually quite normal that others can do what you cannot do. With that being said, your value will not be underestimated. As a result, Li Ziqi may have a talent in traditional culture and handicrafts, and you may have outstanding achievements in the field of scientific research, sports, music, or art. Or you are good at business and have sales talent. Everyone has a highlight. Everyone's highlights are worth seeing. Acknowledging the highlight of others is a respect for others and ourselves. Why is Li Ziqi so highly sought after? Her fate is miserable, but she never sells sympathy. Instead, what she sells is an idealistic paradise. There are 2 important reasons why Li Ziqi is sought after by the whole internet. Her fate is miserable, but she never sells sympathy. She is hardworking and capable, not hypocritical, not pretentious. Woman's weakness is a kind of beauty, which is also a long-standing stereotype in our society. A woman like Lin Daiyu in The Dream of Great Mansion has a peaceful beauty that makes people desire to protect. With that being said, the society's stereotypes of girls have also been internalized into women's self-awareness. This kind of peaceful beauty is also on Li Ziqi, but she is not only liked by the public because of this kind of peaceful beauty, but she also can do a lot of handicrafts, cook a lot of dishes, and can do a lot of fun work. And furthermore, she also shows us a beautiful new possibility. Li Ziqi became popular online also because she built an idealistic paradise. Another extremely important reason why Li Ziqi has always been sought after is that she has built an idealistic paradise for us. Many people doubt that real rural life is not so good, but who cares if this is true? Li Ziqi's video provides people with a space for spiritual realization, allowing people to calm down, feel good. The tired heart can take a break. Wouldn't that be nice and enough? And hey, if this is your first time here, I'm Eric with the Star Point. Welcome to my channel. If you are searching for trending topics, business ideas, and wondering how to grow your influence online, this is for you. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can follow later and stay up to date without missing everything that I'm going to share with you in the future. I'm Eric. See you in the next video.